These two guys? Identical twins, same DNA, same face, same everything. Until one went to space for a year. The 2019 NASA Twins study showed thousands of genes changed their activity, and about 7% of those changes persisted for 6 months after returning to Earth. NASA follow-up studies in 2025 showed that space makes stem cells age faster at the cellular level. DNA damage skyrockets, mitochondrial stress explodes, the body starts adapting into something completely different.
So here's the question. What happens if we live in space for 500 years? Spoiler, your great-great-grandkids might not even recognize you as the same species. I'm Science Encoded X. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how space changes the way your genes work, and how after generations of living in space, humans could transform.
Buckle up. This is going to break your brain.
Before we talk about turning into aliens, we need to understand one brutal truth. Space hates your body from second one. Zero gravity isn't chill vibes like you see on TikTok. It's an all-out assault on every cell in your body. So what breaks down first? Your bones. NASA tracks astronauts down to the exact percentage you lose 1 to 1.5% bone density every month in weight-bearing bones. Thighs, legs, hips. Research from Nature NPJ Microgravity explains. No gravity means your bones think, oh, we don't need to support anything anymore, and start dismantling themselves. NASA calls it bone density loss. I call it becoming a human Cheeto. Crunchy on the outside, regret on the inside. Next victim? Your muscles. With no gravity to push against your muscles, start wondering, what am I even doing here? And begin to vanish. ESA research shows astronauts lose 20 to 30% of leg muscle mass in 6 months.
Wait! Who are the twins from the start of the video?
Oh, that's right, Scott and Mark Kelly. They're the ones from the NASA Twins study. Scott Kelly went to ISS for 340 days. Mark Kelly stayed home on Earth. Netflix and chill. The result? Scott underwent several physical changes compared to Mark. Scott's telomeres, the protective caps on DNA, lengthened in space, but shortened very rapidly when Scott returned to Earth. Short telomeres equals sign of aging. Increased risk of heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's. Short telomeres? Whatever. Those immune and DNA repair genes just kept persisting, like they refused to reset, just like that old crushes all already unfollowed, but notifications still popping up non-stop.
What do you mean?
Some of the gene expression changes persisted, especially genes related to immune system, DNA repair, bone metabolism.
Oh, I see. That's because of cosmic radiation. This radiation penetrates the spacecraft, penetrates your skin, and bombards your DNA, potentially leading to serious cellular instabilities, and your immune system, it starts overreacting.
But that's not even the craziest part. What do you think about the dark genome? Stem cells activate the dark genome. Ancient DNA from retroviruses, making up about 55% of the genome, usually turned off. Basically, space is opening a 200 million-year-old zip file in your DNA and saying, let's see what's in here. Spoiler, it's mostly genetic junk and ancient viral remnants. Thanks, space! 1 year did that. Imagine 10 years, 100 years, 1,000 years. Based on evolutionary biology and real data, here are possible changes after very, 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 very many years. First, more melanin in skin or new pigments. Melanin is natural sunscreen, absorbs radiation. People living long-term in space, melanin-related genes will be strongly selected. Result? Darker skin? Or, plot twist, skin could develop new pigments, possibly even faintly glowing to measure radiation, like some deep-sea creatures. So you become a living nightlight.
Honey, can you stop glowing? I'm trying to sleep.
I can't control it. Blame the cosmic rays.
In 0G, the spine might inevitably stretch. Since we wouldn't need strong legs to fight gravity, they might thin out, while our arms might grow longer and more nimble for life inside a spacecraft. Result? Space people might look like elves from fantasy. Or noodles.
Oh, really?
My bad. Space people could become brachiators, moving with arms like apes looking like T-Rex, but reversed. Huge arm, tiny legs. Okay, sounds cool. But there's one extremely serious problem we haven't talked about. Birth in space. Third, birth in space. PMC 2024 research indicates cosmic rays and microgravity cause extreme oxidative stress in developing cells. Hypermethylation changes how genes are turned on, off. All the genetic components are present, but the system struggles to execute the developmental instructions, so normal biological development cannot progress. First colony on Mars. Year 1. We're going to colonize Mars. Year 10. Why are we struggling to sustain our population? Year 50. Tumbleweed rolls by. Dark, but a major scientific hurdle. But humanity doesn't sit still using biotechnological tools like CRISPR as a way to safeguard humanity. This includes managing population growth, engineering stronger bones, enhancing oxygen tolerance, reducing body odor. Not kidding, because in a cramped spacecraft, someone eats garlic, game over. 1,000 years later, humanity could split. Mars branch, pale skin and larger eyes to adapt to the low-light environment on Mars. Orbital branch, long limbs, moving like apes. CRISPR branch, perfectly enhanced superhumans with glowing skin. The irony is, back on Earth, gravity becomes an impossible hurdle. These new frontiersmen, once masters of new worlds, can no longer stand on their own 2 feet, viewing their home planet as nothing more than a distant memory. So there you have it. Space isn't where we were born, but it might be where we evolve into something new. DNA is code. Space is the ruthless hacker. Do you want to be a naturally adapted space traveler or a genetically enhanced superhuman? See you on Mars, or in the genes of the future.